So you've been working here for 17 years.
Yes, I've been working here for 17 years. And the garden was so mature already when I came here because we have been here for 35 years. We always keep adding things to the garden. This polytunnel, for example, is only 5, 6 years old.
6 years.
So we started to be a little bit more into food growing, and cooking and healthy eating. So we needed an indoor space where the people could work, and we have a lot of volunteers with disabilities or elderly people, so they can work nicely on the table, sitting down. And all these plants, they have been grown by our volunteers.
If you had to describe Calthorpe Project in few sentences, what would you say Calthorpe Project is?
It's a community garden, and I think it's like the backyard of everybody that hasn't got a garden. But at the same time, it's this square from a little town where everybody can meet, and it's an outdoor space, but it's a communal place for the people to meet up.
So is it free for people to visit here?
Yes, it's free, and then there is different ways of engaging with the park, from being a volunteer, doing some gardening, or just sitting down and relax, or playing football, or be a customer from the cafe. We are very central in London, and we're in King's Cross, so we have a local community that they come here regularly, but then we have a lot of people that they just pass by. We are next door to the dental hospital, and a lot of people came here for a treatment, and they found this place like an oasis after a very traumatic experience. They just came here and have a cake, and it's very nice because most of our customers, they chat with us and they wanted to feel no anonymous. They wanted to be part of, even if it's only for the hour that they are in here. These are the polytunnel, the main big one, and then we have another one in here. And then we have a lot of raised beds. We put these raised beds like this because a lot of our volunteers, they have mobility problems, so they are wheelchair accessible. It's very diverse, but we have a lot of people with learning disabilities and elderly people. And we need to find a way to generate some income, some money in the garden. So 2 years ago, we have the digester that is inside this wooden building behind us. We compost all the kitchen waste and the garden material, and that generates a fertilizer that is stored in here, and a gas. And with the gas, on the future, we are going to heat up some of our polytunnels.
Solar panels as well.
Yeah, they need a little bit of electricity for the digester to work, so we have solar panels. So 2 years ago, we started this digester project. We were already doing a lot of food growing, and the next step that we thought was to create a community cafe. So we started a year ago. The idea, and we call it closed loop, is because we grow some food that we use in the cafe. The kitchen waste go back to the digester, and with that fertilizer, we grow the plants to go back to the cafe, and that is the closed loop.
Having the support from people and donations, how would it make a difference for Project Calthorpe and your community garden and the cafe?
I think I'm confident that in the future we are going to be able to make more money, but it is difficult in any cafe or restaurant at the beginning, and we start without any investment. If we could bring a little bit of income, I think we could make ourselves more professional, to work with a better equipment, to have more people that we pay. We bring community together, and the people feel useful, but they need to be in a safe environment. And I think because we are off the street, we are perfect for many things. One of our latest volunteers, she is a refugee. She just came to this country recently, and she's trying to rebuild her life. And for her, for example, it will be very important to get a permanent job. She feels very safe in here. So it's the perfect job, and for us it's the perfect worker, but we will love to pay her, and that is why we need a little bit of some help. The money is going to guarantee that we can give a good service to our customers. At the moment we are using a very domestic equipment. For example, our blender machine is not working anymore, so we cannot sell smoothies anymore. I think we will need to refurbish the whole kitchen and have some paid staff. We can be quicker and more efficient, and I think in the long term we can succeed and be sustainable. That is what we are aiming to be.
How much money are you raising for this project?
We are raising £40,000 that I think it will be enough to refurbish the kitchen and to pay 1 to 2 more members of staff. One of the bigger investments is a coffee machine. At the moment we are selling filter coffee, and it's okay for most of the customers, but many people, they want a proper espresso coffee. Yeah, we are hoping to get, and also I think that will help because we can train the volunteers to be a barista, and they will have a better opportunity to get a job if it's not with us, with any another place, coffee place.
Amazing.
Thank you.